Hey everyone, what is going on? So we are going up against my friend Ed in more Fusion Cup battles, and his team is going to be random for this video. We didn't show each other our teams. I didn't show him my team, but this was the team I was going with. We do have the Noctowl, Bronzong, Shift Tree, Slowbro, Alolan, Mawak, and Wishcash. So we do have double Confusion users. We have Bronzong as well as Slowbro. So I wanted to try out Slowbro just for fun, just to see how things go, right? I mean, I've used it in the past. I think we tried it out for the Nightmare, and I think it was it in the Twilight Cup? No, I don't think it was in Twilight. But we tried it out for Nightmare. We tried it out for other cups just to have a good time, just to have fun. I never used it in a tournament, but we just wanted to try it out. Why not, right? So, anyway, I do have my Shift Tree right now. We are going for that Leaf Blade against his Wishcash. Able to knock it out. He opts not to protect it. Bringing in that Toxicroak. So that's going to be good for my Confusion Slowbro. Anyway, going for that Leaf Blade, not doing too much damage. I mean, it's okay. You know, it's damage. I'll take it. For something that's resistant, I'll take that damage. So we do bring in Slowbro. I do opt to shield. I knew I could take a Mud Bomb, but I knew we would also be low, so I decided to shield. He does switch into Alolan Slowbro, and we are able to hit him with a Water Pulse, so neutral damage. So I will definitely take that. And then we pull the switch into my Wishcash. And let's see what he decides to hit me with. It is going to be an Ice Punch. Obviously able to take that. And I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to overfarm this. And then we're going to be able to hit him with a Mud Bomb. And then hit Toxicroak with a Mud Bomb. So he does get off another Ice Punch. And we do have a Mud Bomb. Should have two ready to go. So I am going to use it against the Sand Slash. He decides not to protect it. Probably saving it for the I almost said Toxapex. That's a Pokemon that's not even out yet. Toxicroak, excuse me. Anyway, we're trying to get to another Mud Bomb. Even if we couldn't, we still had that Confusion Slowbro in the back. So we were still in a good situation considering that we still had a shield. So we still would have had this one. But we were able to save it with Wishcash and get off a Mud Bomb. So we do go ahead and take that one. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but this isn't a super long video. I think we only have like 5 battles. So it's relatively shorter compared to my other videos. But for the next one, I lead with my Noctowl. This time he does lead with his Alolan Muck. And that Alolan Muck does have Snarl, so we'll be getting to those charge moves super fast. I decided not to block this because I didn't want to block an Acid Spray just in case it was one. It is not. It is a Dark Pulse, so that was a nice play. If I knew it was going to be a Dark Pulse, I probably would have blocked it, but didn't want to take the chance. We hit him with a Sky Attack, and I am going to decide not to switch and just continue to farm down this Muck. He does hit me with an Acid Spray now, and I do end up shielding it, unfortunately. So, nice plays on his end. He hits me with the Dark Pulse and then gets the shield with Acid Spray. He does decide to shield that Sky Attack, though, and he'll be able to get to another charge move, and I do allow my Noctowl to go down, fully expecting the Dark Pulse as it is, but I do let Noctowl go down. It already had its defense debuffed. Time to say goodbye. So I do bring in my Slowbro. Luckily, he wasn't able to get off another charge move before we fainted him down. I was a little bit concerned with that. So Venusaur comes in, and I am going to go ahead and shield this Frenzy Plant. Now, because he didn't see Ice Beam yet, I only used Water Pulse against him. I was like, well, maybe he doesn't know I have Ice Beam. Slowbro is not super common. Maybe he doesn't know it gets it, but he does go ahead and shield it. So nice play on his end. So I will switch into my Alolan Mawak, and he does get off a charge move. But I knew I could take this Mud Bomb. We know that Mud Bomb is not a super powerful move, doing a decent amount of damage, but we're still able to take it and get off a Shadow Ball against the Toxicroak. And that will be able to easily knock it out. And then he brings in his Venusaur. And I knew if he got to a Frenzy Plant, it would knock me out, but I also knew he would be expending his energy, so I knew Slowbro could come in and just faint him down with Confusions before he got to another Frenzy Plant. So we do go ahead and take that one. So way to go, Slowbro. Definitely a lot of fun trying it out. Using it for fun, as I said. So we're going to go ahead and jump into another game. I do lead with my Shift Tree, and he leads with Wishcash. Beautiful situation for me. I was kind of preparing for him to switch. That's what I was expecting. So I was charging up energy. Didn't want to click on the Leaf Blade until I made sure he was staying in because I didn't want him to catch the Leaf Blade with something that came in. So that's why we overfarmed, one of the reasons. But he does shield it, totally fine. I wasn't sure if he had enough for Blizzard. I didn't want to risk it, but it happens to be a Mud Bomb, so nice play on his end. And then he'll pull into the Magneton, and I'm able to catch whatever move it is, Magnet Bomb or Discharge, with my Wishcash, so that was good on us. I mean, even Mudshot is doing a lot to Magneton. That's how squishy Magneton is, right? So he's going to go ahead and get off another charge move. We're going to be able to take it, but we really can't take another one. So I just charge up a little bit extra, and I decide to fire off my Mud Bomb to try and knock out the Magneton. He does allow it to go down as expected. And then Victor Bell comes in and immediately deletes me before I even realized what was going on. So that was quick. So I do bring in Slowbro. I was curious who won this matchup. I really didn't even know. It turns out it's going to be that Victor Bell. So it was close, but it's going to be Victor Bell. So I am going to go ahead and shield this attack up, not wanting to take a Sludge Bomb. It's going to be an Acid Spray, though, so nicely played. He got both my shields with Acid Spray. That was really nice on his end. Actually, that was the last game, I think, where he got my Acid. He used Acid Spray against my Noctowl, wasn't it? Or was it this game? I don't really remember. But anyway, he does bring in his Wish Cache as his final Pokemon, and because we have Shift Tree, this is looking really nice for us. Leaf Blade is going to be able to knock it out, and we're going to be able to take that game. But taking my shields with Acid Spray, it's always nice to see opponent shield and Acid Spray, but we still were able to come out of that game. So for the next one, I lead with my Slowbro. He does lead with his Alolan Marowak. Of course, we do have to watch out for Shadow Ball. That's never a fun thing. We do have the Water Pulse, but still, he'll be able to get the Shadow Ball before we get to Water Pulse. I tried switching. It didn't go through. Confusion is kind of iffy on whether or not you have to time it right. So I kind of expect the bait because he has been baiting me in these games, and we were able to catch the Bone Club. So luckily for us, it was not a Shadow Ball. So I tried switching again, but it was a CMP tie, so it didn't go through that time either. Totally fine. Again, I'm not going to go ahead and shield. We switch into Noctowl at the same time he switches into Altaria, so I'm okay with that. We're going to go ahead and hit him with a Sky Attack. Against the Altaria, he'll take that damage. And we're just trying to get to another one. We have 2 shields. We're looking really good. He's going to hit us with a charge move. I thought that this might have been a Dragon Pulse, so I do go ahead and shield it. It is not. So whether or not he had enough, I don't know, but we decided to shield it anyway. We get off the Sky Attack, and now I'm like, okay, well, maybe I could farm him down. Unfortunately, he gets to another charge move, but I knew I'd be able to take a Sky Attack, so we do not shield it. We take it, and we're able to feint the Altaria. So we do win that lead, and then he brings in Bronzong. I don't think I could have gotten to a Nightshade, so I just went for the Sky Attack. So we do go for the Sky Attack right now, doing as much damage as possible. I mean, it was decent damage. Noctowl already did its job. It knocked out Altaria, right? So we bring in Shift Tree. We switch immediately into my Slowbro. And I'm just going to let Slowbro go down, or at least expect it to go down, but it's going to be another Bone Club. So I'm okay with that. I think he's going to feint us. Yeah, he does feint us with his charge moves. Totally fine, because we can come in with Shift Tree, hit him with the Leaf Blade, which will knock out that Alolan Marowak, but he decides to shield. Totally fine by us. We still have a shield. I am going to go ahead and shield this one up. Shadow Ball would still do a lot of damage, but it's going to be another Bone Club. Wow, he really knows how to bait. He does not want to go for that Shadow Ball until I'm out of shield at least. But either way, we knock out the Marowak, and then he brings in his Bronzong. He does have energy. We could take a Bulldoze. We could take a Psyshock. So I'm not too worried. We do take that Bulldoze, and we're able to get the Foul Play. So I basically knew I had this game at that point. Unless if he had, what else does he get? Heavy Slam? That might have knocked us out, or he might have taken the game in that situation. I'm not too sure. But either way, we do go ahead and win. So we just have one more game for you, and I'm actually bringing 2 Confusion users. I'm bringing both Slowbro and Bronzong with me to see how they do. So I do go ahead and lead with my Wish Cache. He leads with his Alolan Ninetales. It is a Powder Snow variant, as I kind of expected it would be. People have been opting to run Powder Snow on Alolan Ninetales over Charm. If they're going with the Charm user, it tends to be Wigglytuff, which I think is the correct Charm user. In my opinion, I personally like that Charm user the best. For this cup, but opinions can differ, obviously. Anyway, I switch into Slowbro. He switches into his Noctowl. Totally fine. I'm just going to go ahead and go for that Ice Beam. If he shields, great. If he doesn't, it's going to do a lot of damage. He does shield. At least we take a shield. And we're just charging up. I'm going to go ahead and take this. Could have been a Nightshade. I wasn't sure. He goes for Sky Attack, which tells me he might not have Nightshade on that Noctowl. Maybe he has Psychic on it. So we do get to another Ice Beam, so I wasn't sure if he would shield. I was thinking he probably would, and he does go ahead and shield that one. That would have definitely taken out Noctowl, so I am going to go ahead and let this Sky Attack come through, which will knock out my Slowbro. Totally fine. We're going to go ahead and bring in Bronzong right now. and we're going to resist him. Now he's going to go for a charge move. It will be a sky attack. Again, I don't know if he's bluffing these sky attacks or he just doesn't have Nightshade, one or the other, but we're going to be able to feint down Noctowl. Nightshade wouldn't have knocked us out anyway. He does bring in Alolan Ninetales, and we're going to be able to take this attack. Going to be that Ice Beam. So as you can see, we do take it, and I do get off my Psyshock against his Alolan Ninetales. So that will knock him out, and now he brings in his final Pokemon, Toxicroak. Beautiful, beautiful. So we just go for that Psyshock, and this is going to knock out a Toxicroak, actually winning with 2 shields left. And that will be it for this one, guys. I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.